everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren, and on my channel we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel, and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm going to be presenting you my entire designer shoe collection for 2024. I've already done a similar video last year. By the way, if you are interested in seeing that one, then I will go ahead and leave the link to it in the little information link over here for you to see it. But I have since then added a couple of pairs of shoes. So if you're curious to see my collection, then please keep on watching. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started with this video. I was honestly debating how to organize this video. I was trying to do it chronologically, but then I felt like I was going to forget which ones I got first and which ones I got afterwards. So I have decided to do this by category, and the first category that we are going to start with is going to be boots. For each and every pair of shoes, I will show you mod shots and close-ups so you can see what they look like on me. So the first pair of boots that I have to show you are a pair of Gucci boots. These are the Gucci GG leather ankle boots. I have had them for a billion years. I'm not kidding. It seems like a billion years, but it's probably been like 6 or 7. And that's how well they have held up so far. Sure, there is some wear and tear, especially right here. You can see some wear and tear on the leather, and then right here on the front of the shoes as well. But quite frankly, for a pair of shoes that's like 6 or 7 years old, they are amazing. They have never been resold or anything like that. I've never had anything done to these boots, and they still look really good. I don't wear them anymore to, you know, like the mall or to go to brunch or to go out with my friends, but I do wear them at work. They're extremely practical, extremely comfortable. I got them at the outlets, which is even better because I probably paid less than like 1,000 euros at the time. And then I had a tax refund and everything. So if you can get your hands on a pair of these, obviously it's an old model, but maybe something similar, I would highly recommend it because you won't be disappointed. So my next pair of boots is a pair of Louis Vuitton boots. They're called the Louis Vuitton Wonderland Flat Ranger boots, and I have mine in monogram. So these are my go out boots. So as much as the other ones are my work only / basic errands kind of boots, these are the boots that I use to go out. I've had them, I believe, for about 2 years now, and you know, I still think that they look really, really good. I haven't worn them a whole lot, but I felt like the wear and tear is really good on these. They are very comfortable, which I was a little bit concerned about at first. I felt like they were more stiff than the Gucci ones because the Gucci ones are a little bit softer. The leather, I think, is a little bit more plush. Right here, they felt a little bit harder, but I got over that after a couple of times of wearing them in the house, and then I started wearing them outside, and in the end they are really comfortable. I think what does stop me from wearing them more often is that they are very, very inconvenient to put on and to remove, especially right here because of all the laces. So first you have to undo this. This is pretty fast, but then you have to undo all of the laces and then redo all of them, which quite frankly takes a really long time. So as much as I want to wear them, I simply sometimes don't have like the time to take like 3 or 4 minutes to put them on. That's how long it takes. So if you have a lot of time, I would highly recommend them because they are gorgeous looking, they are comfortable, the wear and tear is good, the sizing is easy, they're pretty true to size. but I felt like they're just a little inconvenient to put on and to remove, so think about it before buying. Next up, we have a pair of boots from Givenchy, and here it's been honestly a disaster. As much as I love wearing the previous 2 pairs of boots that I've shown you, and you know, I wear them a lot and I love them, this has not been the best purchase. They are highly uncomfortable, but when I mean highly uncomfortable, I'm in like screaming pain after 30 minutes. Which, you know, for boots is not the point. Like, it's not a pair of heels or a pair of shoes that's supposed to be uncomfortable. On the contrary, you're supposed to be able to walk all day in boots, especially because they have no heels. So this has been a little pointless. Truth be told, I actually bought them in Paris a really long time ago after having done a rhinoplasty, and so I was still pretty high on pain meds at the time and I didn't realize it. I walked into the store with my mom and I tried them on, and you know, I had intentionally set aside some money to buy them, and you know, I had in mind to buy them. But then when I tried them on, I was like, oh yeah, they're super comfortable. This is perfect. Let's get them. And then afterwards, when the pain meds wore off, they were so uncomfortable. So take it from me, do not go shopping for shoes when you're high on pain meds. It's a terrible idea. I have been trying to sell them, thinking about selling them. So honestly, I've had them on eBay and then remove them, and then have them on eBay and then remove them. I still feel like I might be able to wear them, but I'm not sure how. So if you have any tips or tricks on how to wear uncomfortable shoes or an uncomfortable pair of boots, please do let me know in the comments down below. I still love the look and I still feel like they really fit my style and they're really cool, but I just don't want blisters and I don't want to be in screaming pain. Next up, we have a pair of boots from Stuart Weitzman. They're called the Stuart Weitzman ankle boots. They're in suede and they're in black. I love these guys. I think that they are a great replacement for the Gucci ones that I showed you first, and also for the Givenchy ones that I still cannot wear. I love the look of them. They're very, very elegant. I think that what I like best about them is that they're, you know, plain black, and then they feature this little SW, yeah, it says SW logo right here in gold hardware. I love the combination of the black and the gold hardware. I think it looks very elegant, very timeless, classic, all that good stuff. I think the one like gripe that I have with these is that they're pretty hard to wear with a dress. So I have a hard time styling them with either a dress or a skirt. I usually wear these with a pair of pants and they look amazing with a pair of pants. You know, think like, for example, black jeans, they look perfect. I love that. But I am very hesitant to wear them with a dress or a skirt. I've tried on multiple dresses at this point with these guys and I still am not satisfied of the look. I'm not really sure why, but it just like creates this weird contrast in my head where like the top half of my body looks very feminine because of the dress or the skirt, and then the bottom half looks very masculine because of these shoes, but I don't have that when I wear these shoes with pants. So I don't really understand what's going on in my head. But other than that, they're extremely comfortable. They're pretty easy to take care of. In terms of suede, I spray them with water protectant before using them, you know, before like the season, let's say like in October, and then once again at the end of the season, let's say in May or something, and they've been pretty good. I've had them for a couple of years, and although I have not worn them a whole lot, they still look in really, really good shape. My next pair of shoes is still from Stuart Weitzman. It's the Stuart Weitzman Lowland boots, and once again I have mine in black. This has to be, and I'm not kidding, probably the most worn pair of shoe out of my entire designer shoe collection. That's how much I have worn these guys, probably more than the Gucci ones. These were, and still are to some extent, my go out boots, but they are starting to wear out quite a bit. I have used these guys and abused them so much. I've like worn them, you know, for entire days on end at a time in New York City, you know, walking like 16 kilometers a day. They're extremely comfortable, extremely comfortable. It's to the point where you're forgetting that you have shoes on. They are so warm, so soft. I love the look of them. I feel like unlike the ankle ones that I just showed you, they look amazing with dresses or skirts and also with pants, so they're really easy to style. Obviously, since I have mine in black, you know, it goes with everything, so I love that about them. They are, you know, my go-to shoes, for example, for dates, especially because of the small heel. They have such a small heel. This has to be like maybe 1 centimeter, not more than that. And since I'm already super tall, I'm 5'11" or 180 centimeters, I don't want to appear taller than I already am on dates, because it is often a problem where guys, you know, say that they're 6 feet tall and then you show up and they're 5'9" and you're like, ugh, you know, why didn't you tell me that ahead of time? Because I am not 5'2", I can tell. So this is pretty annoying. But anyway, so these are perfect to go on dates, especially for a tall person. They are really easy to style with everything. Obviously, this is, you know, a winter type of shoe because they are quite warm, but I would highly recommend. So if there is any single one pair of shoe that you have to purchase from my entire designer shoe collection, it would be these ones. So next and last in the category of boots, after that the rest of my boots are, you know, Uggs or like really like not designer boots, like winter boots or stuff like that. So my last pair of designer boots are a pair of, once again, Stuart Weitzman Lowland boots. They're exactly the same models as the previous ones. And these guys are in gray. I have gotten them at the outlets, and I have paid, I believe, a little over $350, which I felt was an extremely reasonable price. And I have basically gotten them to replace the black ones that I just showed you. Not necessarily replace, but add to them, because, you know, I've had the black ones for the longest time and they are more or less starting to wear out. Especially the sole, and then in general the suede. You know, suede is pretty fragile. While it is easy to take care of if you wear them for days on end, and you know, you're not extremely careful, well, you will have some wear and tear. So I have gotten these guys to replace the other ones, and I love them. I feel like it looks really nice with plain black outfits, which the black ones don't necessarily look as well. I like the combination of gray and then black outfits, so I wear, let's say, like a black pair of pants and then maybe a black top and like a little, I don't know, black cardigan or something like that, and then these boots. I feel like it looks effortless, very chic, and I love the contrast of gray and then black. I think it looks great. So if you see them at the outlets, once again, run for them. Alright, so our next category of shoes is going to be sneakers. I don't have a whole lot of pairs of sneakers, but I did just get a brand new one this year, which is not this one. These guys are the Gucci GG sneakers. They come in this gorgeous pink color. I specifically got them because of the color. Honestly, you know, I think that there's a lot of different pairs of sneakers that you can get from Gucci that are what I would call plain, you know, that are like white or that are black or that are of these very, very neutral colors, or, you know, the green and then I think it's red with like the bee and all that stuff, which I'm not a huge fan of. I like these ones because I felt like they were different and maybe a little bit more girly than a regular sneaker would look like. And to be quite frank with you, I was lucky enough to get them at the outlets, so what also drew me to them was their price. I got them at the same time as I got the Gucci boots, the first pair of boots that I showed you, and these have been terrific. They go with so many different outfits. These I feel like go just as well with pants as they do with dresses or skirts. They're very easy to pair with, you know, any kind of outfit, even if you are not wearing pink. But what I like to do is actually pair them with a pink purse. I think it looks really, really good. But even if you don't have a pink purse, it's not the end of the world. I think that they add a lot of character to any outfit. They look different while still chic. There are sneakers, but they are still chic. Very comfortable, pretty easy to take care of. I have worn them quite a bit and I would say that the wear and tear is quite minimal on them. So if you get the chance to get them, once again, really highly recommend. My next pair of sneakers is actually a pair of sneakers that I have never worn, that I have never been able to wear. They have been horribly uncomfortable. It's a pair of Givenchy sneakers. They're called the Givenchy City leather sneakers, and while they look gorgeous, I feel like I love the look of them. I love the back of them. Very classy, elegant, I think minimalist style, not like boom in your face. Still quite feminine. I don't feel like they are very bulky or very large. So I love the look of them, but oh my god, these shoes are, I kid you not, the most uncomfortable shoes that I have ever worn. I don't understand what happened. I did not try them on while I was high on pain meds, I will tell you that. So once again, I am not really sure how, you know, I could have tried them on in the store and possibly felt like they would be comfortable. I don't understand that of myself at all. But regardless, I got them, now I have them, and I am trying to sell them because I cannot wear them for more than 15 minutes without having blisters immediately. And you know, once I think I tried to wear them for maybe like 30 minutes in New York, I think from like a hotel to like a restaurant or something, and I was in pain and I was bleeding because I couldn't keep them on. So I am trying to sell them. So to be honest, my approach with selling anything is if it sells, great. If it doesn't, no problem. I am not, you know, in a hurry to sell anything, or I'm not, you know, willing to bargain or lower my price. So I think these have been for sale for like about a year already, but I don't really mind. I have the storage at home, so this is not a problem. But I have never been able to wear these, and I have just gotten a brand new pair of sneakers to replace them, which I'm really excited to show you. Alright, so now we are down to my last and also my newest pair of sneakers. These are the Christian Dior Star sneakers. I am in love with them. I literally just got them. By the way, if you are interested in seeing the unboxing of these little guys on my channel, then I will go ahead and leave the link to the video and the little information link over here for you to see it. I am so glad that I got them. I actually got them to replace the Givenchy ones that I showed you earlier that I just cannot wear because of how uncomfortable they are. These, I really took the time to make sure that they were comfortable. I think that I walked around the store for like 10 or 15 minutes. I'm sure that the essays were like, who is this girl? Like, what even is she doing? Either like take the shoes or don't take the shoes, I don't care, but just like leave. And I really wanted to make sure that they were comfortable because for me, this is extremely important. I think that I searched honestly the highs and lows of the designer world for a pair of comfortable sneakers, and I am confident that I finally found one. I love the look of them. I feel like they look very feminine, very elegant, very classy. You know, they don't look bulky or large. That's what I wanted to avoid. I also wanted to avoid them having a heel because of how tall I am. It's not very advantageous for me. So I love the look of them and they are very comfortable. I actually wear them with a small sock, you know, one of these like invisible socks that I wear underneath. So they are pretty comfortable. I have worn them a couple of times at home to break them in, and then once or twice outside. They are still a little stiff, to be quite frank with you, which is normal because these are, you know, brand new shoes. So that makes sense, but they're not giving me any blisters. They're not, you know, making my feet bleed or anything like that. So I would highly recommend them. I am so excited. I think that you can tell on my face how happy these guys make me. So my next pair of shoes, my next type of shoe is going to be espadrilles. And so right here, I only have two pairs of espadrilles. My first pair is the classic Chanel espadrille. I love the brand. If you have been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know that I'm obsessed with Chanel. It's my favorite brand of all time. So of course, I had to get these guys. But I am definitely regretting my choice. They feel so uncomfortable. It's pretty similar to the Givenchy sneakers that I showed you earlier. It's to the point where after like about half an hour, I'm in pain. I, you know, hate myself. I hate my life. It's like really bad. I am still very hesitant to sell them. I'm like, you know, in between, like, should I not? I love the look of them and I feel like I would regret selling them because, you know, because it's Chanel and because they were my very first really expensive pair of shoes. I remember getting them and I was like, oh my God, it's too expensive. Should I not? Is it a good idea? And, you know, in the end, I was so proud that I was able to get them, but I never wear them and it's just, you know, sitting here in my closet. So kind of still undecided. I would definitely recommend trying them on in the store for multiple times with multiple types of either, you know, small sock or nothing, and really thinking this through because I tried them on and I felt like they were fine. I, you know, didn't really insist, and I think I tried them on for like, I don't know, like a minute or two, and then I got them and I still cannot keep them on my feet while being comfortable. So while I love the look of them, really not the most comfortable pair of shoe on the planet. Now we're down to my last pair of espadrilles. These are from Chloe and I am absolutely in love with them. I feel like, on the contrary, They are opposite basically of the Chanel ones. The Chanel ones are extremely uncomfortable. These ones, I could walk in them all day and even forget that I have shoes on. That's how comfortable they are. And while I love Chanel, I mean, once again, Chanel is my favorite brand, I've never really been like a huge fan of Chloe. I think, you know, like I like it, but I'm not like even considering buying things from them. And I actually got these guys at the outlets for like $200, which I felt like was an extremely good price. And they have been getting a lot of wearing from me these past couple of months. They are the perfect type of shoe for the spring. I think it's really, really perfect because during the springtime, I'm not sure about you, but I have a lot of difficulty still wearing my boots. I feel like I want to wear something else. I'm kind of like tired of wearing boots already, but it's still not like warm enough for me to wear flats. My feet get cold extremely easily, so wearing flats for me only happens in like late spring, early summer. So that's when like these guys come in this like middle, you know, like early spring, mid-spring. These are perfect for that. They are comfortable, oops, they are warm. The one thing, so they're in suede. The suede is a little bit less resistant than the suede from Stuart Weitzman. That is something to note. So where are the stains? Right here, there are two stains. I'm not sure if you will be able to see on the camera, but I basically spray them with the same product as I spray my Stuart Weitzman ones, the weather protectant, water repellent product, and clearly it has not worked. So I'm a little disappointed in that, I think, and it's not because of a lack of care on my part. It's just I think the suede is of less good quality than Stuart Weitzman. But otherwise, I mean, you know, for $200, what's to expect? I'm still very happy with my purchase. I love the look of, you know, black and then the gold. It looks really cute with like a pair of black jeans, for example. Very casual, but still, you know, a little dressed up. So my next pair of shoe is kind of going to be a category of its own because I only have one pair of mules. So these are from Gucci. They're called the Gucci Princetown Fur Mules. I love the look of them. They are very comfortable. I love how soft they are. Every time that you put your feet in them, it's like you're walking on a cloud. I do feel genuinely that it's like UGG level, but without the the yuck from the Uggs. I mean, you know, without criticizing, I have several pairs of Uggs, but they just don't look the classiest. We do have to admit that. These guys look very classy, very elegant, very chic, and on top of that, they are warm, which is really nice. So they feel just like the Uggs. Big downside, however, huge for me. So the way that I wear these is, or that I wanted to wear these, is as house slippers, so at home. But for some unknown reason, I think it's because of the sole, or I'm still very unsure. Maybe I have to replace the sole, maybe that's what it is. They stain the hardwood floors like crazy. They make these like giant black marks on the hardwood floors that are very hard to remove. It is feasible to remove them, but you have to like, you know, really clean your floors, and then at the end of the day, it's no longer relaxing. Do you know what I mean? Like, the point of these is you get home from like a long day of work and you just want to relax and you want to be cozy in your shoes. But then if like 3 days later you have to scrape your hardwood floors, it's less fun. So a little problematic. Perfect if you have a cleaning lady, I think, but I don't. So for me, not ideal. I was thinking of wearing them outside, but I still feel a little bit weirded out to wear them outside. I don't know. I feel like because of the fur, they are more destined to be house slippers than anything else. I think I would be fine if there wasn't the fur to wear them outside, but still unsure. So I'm not really decided on what I'm going to do. I think I can either get them resoled, and then hopefully the scratching problem will stop on the hardwood floors, or I can try to wear them outside, but still a little bit uncomfortable with that. Alright, so moving on to my next category of shoes, we have a pair of ballerinas of flats. Ballerinas are probably my very favorite pairs of shoes because of how comfortable they are, because they have no heel, because they look super girly, so I love a good pair of flats. So these are, as you can see, I'm sure, my oldest pair of flats. These are from Ferragamo. They're made out of patent material, and I have them in pink. So yes, they look gross, I am aware. Yes, they look old, I am aware. I use these as my driving shoes. I'm not sure about you, but I feel like I drive a lot. And when I drive, I tend to damage the shoes that I have, especially on like the gas pedal. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to wear a nice pair of flats, like, you know, a brand new pair of like Chanel flats, for example, for driving. I don't think this makes a lot of sense. So this is why I keep these guys around. I don't wear them anymore for anything else because, yes, they are gross, and because the soles are coming off. I mean, I could get that replaced, I know that, but it's just not worth it for me because they are my old driving shoes. So a couple of things to note on these guys. I would not recommend them. I have been satisfied with the look. I thought that the color was very girly, very cute, but I don't feel like I have worn them a whole lot compared to the wear and tear that's present on them. That's something that I'm a little bit disappointed by. I feel like the patent leather, not even where it's driving, but more like on the sides, is coming off. So there's like entire patches of the patent material coming off. And I feel like for Ferragamo shoes, it's not something that, you know, should be expected. It's not something that should be accepted. So not 100% satisfied with the quality and the wear and tear of these. I did get them at the outlets, and I think I paid around $400, which makes the pill a little bit easier to swallow. But if I had gotten them full price at the boutique, I would be a little bit upset, to be frank. But looks-wise, they look good, and I don't think it's a problem from the brand, really, because I've had another pair of Ferragamo flats before that were suede, and I was very satisfied with them. I think it's just the patent material is a no-no from now on. Next, and still within the same flats category, we have a pair of flats from Chanel. They're called the Chanel Classic Ballet Flats. I have mine in this beautiful color combination of beige and then black. I think it looks terrific. This is probably my most worn pair of flats, my most often worn pair of flats. Yes, I have by now worn the Ferragamo ones more because I got them well before these guys, but I wear them quite often, and I don't know if you can tell, but for me, there is extremely minimal wear and tear, which I am very happy about. I take great care of them. I have sprayed them with a water repellent. I have conditioned the leather, moisturized the leather. I use a leather cleaner as well. So I'm very, you know, careful with these little babies, but I feel like it has paid off because they still look really good. I was a little concerned of getting such a light color. You know, the beige is a little bit of a light color, so I was concerned of getting stains on them or something like that, but so far so good. It hasn't happened. I was also very concerned of the comfort level of these guys because of the bad experience that I had with the Chanel Espadrille. I thought it was going to be exactly the same, and so once again I tried them on in the store for like 10 minutes, and once again my essay was like, please leave, or please like just I'm leaving. I think she was like, okay, bye, I will leave you to it. But it has really paid off. I am very, very satisfied of these. I feel like they look just as good with a pair of pants as they do with like a dress or a skirt. These are the all-around perfect pair of flats. Yes, they are expensive. I believe they retail now for about $975 plus tax. That's right. Yes, it's expensive, I know that, but I think it's well worth it down the line. It is a lot more worth it than the Ferragamo ones. In the end, I think the Ferragamo ones is like, okay, you know, you think that you're getting a great deal because of how inexpensive it is, but the wear and tear is not good at all. And here, the wear and tear has really been amazing. These are my go-to shoes for dates. So if I have a date in the summertime, or if I have like an outing or a mall visit or anything else like this, these are my go-to shoes. They go perfectly with all different colors of handbags, of clothes, all different sorts of clothes. So my perfect recommendation for flats is right here. Next, and also a very, very recent acquisition, we have exactly the same type of shoe, exactly the same pair of shoes. These are once again the Chanel Classic Ballet Flats. These guys are in gray. They are from this past winter's collection. I just got them very recently. So by the way, if you want to go ahead and see the unboxing of these little guys on my channel, then I will go ahead and leave the link to the video in the little information link over here for you to see it. I love the other ones so much that I wanted to get a different color. I think that I'm like hooked on them, which is dangerous because once again, $975 is a pretty insane addiction. But then at the same time, it's less expensive than bags. So, you know, all in all, I'm doing better than what I was doing before, so that's fine. But yeah, I would highly recommend them. I love the color. I think the color is quite interesting because this can be worn really year-round. So for the other ones, I think it's the same thing, but these are probably more of like a winter slash fall acceptable. I like the dark gray and the black. I think it looks very chic, very, maybe a little bit more upscale actually than the other beige and black combination. I really love the look of them. I hope to keep them for a really long time, and I think that I want to try and, you know, build like Chanel Ballet Flats collection. I was looking at a pair of either pink ones or no, tweed ones. So either pink in leather or some sort of tweed. By the way, do let me know in the comments down below if you have a pair of the tweed ones, how they hold up, how satisfied you are of them, because I'd love to find out. I don't have anything tweed in my shoe collection or even in my bag collection, so this is definitely something that I'm looking to purchase. And for my last pair of flats, it's a pair of flats from Burberry. They feature their classic check in navy. And I got these a really long time ago. As you can see, it's the old check, which I love. I'm not a fan of the new check. I feel like I still can't get over it. I know it's no longer new by now. It's been like a couple of years. But I'm still like, very iffy about it. I feel like it has kind of reduced like the amount of class that I feel like the brand has. I no longer feel like it's just as classy as it was before. So little disappointed in that, but thankfully these guys feature the old check. They are my trusty pair of flats, very, very comfortable. No problem to wear them for a long time. I haven't had any trouble breaking them in. I will tell you, to be frank, even for the Chanel ones, there is a period of breaking in. There is a period of you are walking with them in your house, you're being careful, all that good stuff. And here it really wasn't the case. I really didn't need to wear them, you know, in the house. I wore them outside immediately, which felt like it was really nice. They are navy blue, so I don't wear them as much as I wear the Chanel ones because my wardrobe is pretty much black and black only, or black mostly, let's say. But I will once in a while wear them, for example, with like a white pair of pants or a white dress, or maybe like a light blue dress or something like that. I tend to pair them with the Chanel bag that you see right here. I think it's a great combination. It's the only blue bag that I have in my collection. It's not the same blue, but you know, I think it doesn't really matter at that point. So yeah, I love these. If you are able to get them by now, I'm not sure that they are still carried in the store, but if you are able to get them at the outlets, I think this is feasible to find. Run for them because I remember them being very reasonably priced and very comfortable, very easy to pair with everything. And now we're down to my very last type of shoe, which are sandals. For the sandals, my first pair is going to be a pair from Valentino. They're called the Valentino Rock Stud Jelly Sandals. I have them in a light pink and I absolutely love them. So I actually wear them at the pool or at the beach only. I don't wear them out like this in public. I have a house with a pool that I just bought about 2 years ago. So I've been enjoying the pool so much for the past 2 summers, and because the material around the pool is concrete, it's not very, very comfortable to walk in bare feet. So this is very, very practical also to get in and out the house, on the deck, because I always forget either a bottle of water or like, I don't know, my sunscreen or something like that. So very, very convenient to have these guys. I was a little bit concerned about the rock studs. I was concerned of losing them or of them just, I don't know, yeah, disappearing for some reason, but thankfully that hasn't happened. Very sturdy, very comfortable because of the material. So the material is very foldable, so that means that the shoes will, you know, adapt to the size and obviously the shape of your foot. So very nice. The one thing to note is that they are not necessarily true to size. So I got a pair of size 40. Yes, that's what I was thinking. So my true size is European size 39, and I had to size up for these guys. So I had to get a size 40 because size 39 was not my size. So if you are ordering them online like I did, definitely remember to size up. My next pair of sandals is going to be from Ferragamo. They're called the Ferragamo Falma sandals, and I have not worn them at all. This is once again an item that I have purchased thinking that I was going to wear so much, that they were going to be so comfortable, and I have to this day never been able to wear them. So here's what happened. I got them at the outlets because I love the look, and I still love the look of them. I think what I like best is the combination of the gold hardware and then the black. I think it looks terrific. It really is, you know, classy, gorgeous, like all that stuff. So I love that, but they are not, it's not even uncomfortable, that's not the right word, it's more unpractical. So the problem is that my foot, when I put them on, is not supported, doesn't feel like it's maintained in place. Because there is still like a little bit of a heel. So if we look at it, it still looks, you know, like a little bit of a heel. And because this is the closure system at the back, my foot is not supported at all when I wear them. And the problem is I have broken my ankle now 5 times, I kid you not. And so it's very, very fragile. So I'm constantly afraid of, you know, like, of once again either breaking my ankle or just like slipping and falling, and this is why I never take them out. I think this would be perfect for somebody who has, you know, never broken their ankles, or who is maybe used to wearing heels, or who feels sturdier than I do. But for me, it's been a huge regret of mine. I got them at the outlets for a very good price. So all in all, I haven't made like a bad investment. And I'm sure that, you know, if I sell them, I'm still going to be able to sell them for probably as much as I've gotten them for, especially because I got these in Montreal. So it was in like Canadian dollars. So even more interesting financially. But while they are really good looks-wise, they are not the most practical type of shoe. Next up, we have yet another pair of sandals from Valentino. These are pretty much the same ones as the ones that you've seen before. The only difference is that these guys are made out of leather, and my previous ones were made out of the PVC jelly material. I love them. I take them out as much as I can during the summer, but only when I have like a nice pedicure, because otherwise it looks cheap. I really love them. I feel like what I like most about them is the color. It's so girly, it's so cute, so feminine, so like soft and subtle. I love to pair them with, I have like Yves Saint Laurent Sac de Jour in size nano that I have in blush pink, and I love to pair them with that bag. I think it looks really good. It's almost the same type of color, and I feel like, you know, since I'm holding the bag a little bit higher up than the shoes, you can't notice. So it really looks nice. These are very comfortable for a pair of sandals. So what I mean by that is, will you be able to walk around all day in them in New York City for like 16 kilometers? Probably not. But for like an outing at the mall for like a couple of hours, really, really not a problem. They don't feel like tight around my feet. They don't feel like, you know, my foot is like slipping out of them. So they maintain my foot in place. They give it great support. And at the same time, they look super duper cute. I love them. I love the rock studs. Once again, I've never had any problems with the rock studs. So I was really happy with that. I feel like the wear and tear on them is pretty good. One side note is if you look at the front of them, if you look right here, because the sole doesn't cover the front part of them, the leather is apparent, so it's pretty easy to make slight scratches and slight marks in the leather, which hopefully this camera focuses, you'll be able to see has already happened. So that's kind of unfortunate. I'm debating whether or not I should get them resold. As you can see, I have worn them quite a bit and they might benefit from being resold, but then I'm a little concerned that it's not going to look as good if the sole kind of covers the front part, if that makes sense, because it's a lighter color, because the color of the shoes is like light pink. So not really sure what to do with them, but I still really, really love wearing them. But if you know what to do, or if you have any ideas on how I could possibly, you know, get them resold while not having this problem, then please do let me know in the comments down below because I would love to find out. Next up, we have a pair of hermesorans sandals, and I have mine in black with the white surpiqûre. So I have had them for a really long time, and I have been, I think, a little bit hesitant to wear them because of the comfort level. So I got them in my size. They are definitely the right size for me. I got them in size 39.5, which feels a little bit better than 39. Size 39, my foot was like slipping out. It constantly was like maybe like half of a centimeter on the floor, which was not comfortable. But the problem with these is even though they are my size, my foot tends to rub against this part right here and can get uncomfortable. But then at the same time, I'm not sure why they don't provide great support for my feet. So my feet tend to slide out. To the point where I have actually lost them on the street before, which was a little unfortunate, I felt like. I love the look of them, but I'm still a little hesitant to wear them, especially for like long periods of time. I will, you know, take them out when I know that I will not be walking for a whole lot. If I'm just like, you know, parking my car really close to the restaurant, then I know that this is perfect. But if I have to walk around the mall for like 2 hours, not a great choice. Now, the one thing is the soles are of a much better quality than the other ones. So here I don't have any kind of, you know, concern, or I'm not like afraid of wearing them. Also because they're in black, so that makes it easier to pair with so many different outfits. I feel like the possibilities really are endless with them. They are, you know, the classic Hermes sandals, very classy, very still understated, kind of scream like old money, quiet luxury, all those aesthetics that I really love. So I am trying to wear them a little bit more often, but I think the Valentino ones are still like the ones that I reach out for the most. And lastly, we have my very last pair of sandals, which is also my very last pair of shoes. These are, once again, the hermesorans sandals, and at this point, they are in white. I got them, I think, about 2 years ago because I considered that I was not wearing the black ones enough because I didn't have a backup. I have this tendency of like, I will not wear an item unless I know there is a backup that's waiting for me in my closet, which is a terrible habit to have. But getting these has not helped me to wear the black ones either. So I feel a little bit bad about this purchase. I think I have worn them once at this point and once only. Not the best choice, I know. So I am very concerned of wearing them because of how white they are, obviously. They are like the lightest white you have ever seen, and I am deathly afraid of getting either like, you know, what's called like color transfer, or even like stains or scratches or basically anything to these gorgeous shoes. I'm a little concerned of wearing them. I have this like really nice white-legged pair of pants, and I was thinking of wearing these sandals with the pants, but then I'm very concerned of getting the color transfer of the white, of the black pants on the white sandals. So very iffy to wear them. That being said, you know, looks wise, they still look really good. If you are confident to wear them, please do let me know how you have gotten to be so confident in the comments down below, or if you have any tips or tricks on how to possibly condition them or remove stains if it happens. I think that would really help me out. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I have counted my shoes. I have 21 pairs of shoes. I know this sounds like a lot. I am selling up a couple of them, and I'm also, intending to replace a couple of ones with some new ones. By the way, please do let me know in the comments down below what you'd get next if you were me, or if you see any sort of like a loophole or like something that's missing in my designer shoe collection. I would love to find out, so please do let me know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.